Hey, Jitesh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And you? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome again to this is
Yes.
the part three, Nigeria Freedom
Mhm.
Radio. Okay, so I was
Mhm.
telling you about the money. Did you
Ye-
understood what I was saying?
Yes, I understood that,
Okay.
and I understood about all the things that you talk about the gold. Okay.
So what is
Now,
your rebuttal? What is your
yes,
critique? Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me tell you what my argument is. The thing is that you are talking about the better system, which was very prevalent in the ancient times. What wrong with the system was it was completely inappropriate, right? It was completely irrelevant because there was no any such analogy where you can give the value of for the thing. Let's suppose you are trading oil, right? You cannot value oil with a pancake, right? Let's suppose you want a pancake and you are giving them 5 gram oil. How will you value that? How will you value that thing, that 5 gram oil, that means that one pancake, right? So there is no relevancy. And then when you talk about the gold thing, let's suppose the same thing happens with gold. What How much gold you prefer to buy a glass of water, a bottle of water? How much gold you prefer? So the same thing happens. Then you will say we will gonna dissect the gold and different weights, so then we will gonna trade with that. But how much will you gonna do that?
Okay,
Essentially, what will become, it will again become the
Jitesh,
currency. Yeah.
let me ask you. Do you know how much $1 is Nigerian money? Like
I
how
don't
much?
know.
No, let me ask you. How, how many rupees is $1? Let me ask you. How many?
67.
67.
Yep.
Who set that price?
Well, it's decided by the, because essentially
Thank you.
dollar is
Thank
the
you.
reserve currency of the world.
Thank you. So
Yes, yes,
also in the barter system,
yeah.
the market people will naturally come up with how much gold you need to give me for my pancake, how much gold for my oil, how much oil for my gold. This is not a brainer. You don't need
No,
anyone to say, hold on, you
yeah,
just
okay,
said it. So you can't come back and say, no, that doesn't work. You just say market forces. And that's what
okay.
I'm using. So it is market forces.
Mm-hmm.
Market forces determine the value of something. And that is
Mm-hmm.
how gold became
Mm-hmm.
the standard of money. No one
Mm-hmm.
dictated it. No one. Zero.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So
how again you will gonna come on the same currency,
how
because when you will let the market forces dictate the currency, dictate your the amount of gold you need to buy a bottle of water or a pancake or something like that, then what will happen? Essentially, you are evolving a currency in itself, because
absolutely. Absolutely. You see, exactly. That's why you don't need a central planner to say you need to use rupee. Naturally. Did you know how language evolved? Language evolved with
yeah, I
no
understand that.
central planning. No
Mhm,
central planning. And people
mhm,
came,
mhm,
the market
mhm,
came to the conclusion of the different languages in India. No one
mhm,
dictated it. The same thing
mhm.
with money. No one need to tell you need to use rupee or how much rupee is worth something.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Let me tell
plus, I think we are really missing the point. So you see how
you.
market can help people develop something. But that is beside the point. The point
You are.
is the point is Jitesh, is
Yeah, yeah.
the government system is slavery. I don't
But
like.
you are missing.
Hold on.
Let me tell you one
No,
thing.
no,
Let me
no,
tell you
no.
one thing. Okay.
So
Yes.
that I can redirect our energies into what really matters.
No,
Because
you misrepresented one thing. So let me correct that thing first.
okay,
That
but you agree
yeah
with
when you
okay, okay.
no
We
you
Jitesh,
when you say that, when you said the market forces we're gonna decide the currency, or they're gonna create the currency. Right now we are not talking about the
Jitesh,
overall world. Yeah.
that is irrelevant. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
if you have
No,
slaves,
no. Let me tell
no,
you
no,
one
no,
thing,
no,
man.
because we are going towards. If we keep arguing how this works, that is not the point. I am
Uh-huh.
I like that is not the point of this whole
Yeah.
government is democracy is good or bad.
Okay.
Like
Why?
if you have slavery, if you have slaves,
Okay.
and I ask you to release your slaves,
Uh-huh.
it is irrelevant for you to start asking me, well, Adamu, if I release these slaves, how will they get housing? How will they get their own money? That is irrelevant. The system you are holding them is bad. Therefore, it needs to go. That is the
Well,
key argument here.
okay.
So
Okay.
we don't care
But
how they will get their money. We don't care how they will
Mhm,
get their food. The slaves will get
mhm,
their food. We don't care how they will get their roads or how they will educate their children. That is
mhm.
irrelevant. You are
Okay.
holding them hostage. We need to
Okay.
take care of that.
Okay. So let me ask you one thing. Let me ask you one thing.
Mhm.
Right. So do you respect other point of views? So do you respect other point of views?
Absolutely. That's what freedom
Yeah.
is. I
So
do.
okay. Let me tell you that. Then okay. Let's suppose you are in Nigeria. Don't want the government. Okay. You want to freedom. You want like that's like a freedom. You are saying that okay. Let's free everyone and don't ask what will gonna happen next. Right. So let's suppose this is your point of view. This is your perception. Right. What other people thinks, maybe they will be not thinking like you. They have this completely different argument. They have different completely different perception that what if something bad will gonna happen if we collapse the government, right? So will you gonna respect those views or not? So what will happen if the polarization in the society will happen? So one side will gonna believe on something, one side will gonna believe on something. So you will gonna essentially create a civil war in your own country. Then how, what are we gonna do then?
Absolutely. That's a very, very good question, Jitesh. And let me tell
Yeah.
you how freedom will solve that. So
Yeah.
let's say me, for example, I wish you had given me an example, but let's say in my country, I don't want money. I don't want I do not want the existence of government money. So that
Mm-hmm.
means, first of all, there will be no government. So
Mm-hmm.
I do not want that. So my consent is not there. There will be no government. If you and
Mm-hmm.
others like money, you can
Mm-hmm.
form your own organization, voluntary,
Okay.
where
Mm-hmm.
you will have money, just like now, like I don't know if you have Walmart. Walmart has their own their own like Walmart card. You can only spend money at Walmart.
Yeah.
So things like that. Many corporations, many companies can have this point system. If you shop with them, you get more of that thing, so you can spend it with them. So if you want money, you can go
Mm-hmm.
and start your own organization. You don't have to force
Mm-hmm.
me. That is what I'm against. I'm not against
Okay.
differences of opinion. I am
Okay.
against a forced system. The
No, but
currency is a forced system. I don't have a choice whether
here the
or not I
arguments
like it.
come.
So that is how that freedom will take care of that. If you want money, you can start your own organization. That say, hey,
But here.
if you like
Mhm,
rupees, come and join our organization and be spending rupee. If I don't like
mhm,
it, I don't have to join. You are not
mhm.
forcing rupee on me.
Okay, but essentially the argument comes on the very basic point where you said then when we were gonna free everybody. Well, there not be possibility that everybody want freedom from the government. How can you say this? If you are saying this, then you are imposing your point of view on everybody. This is not the freedom. How can you do this? If there is a freedom, then I'm not supposed to acknowledge your point of view. I should be practicing my own independency, right? If I want government, you don't want government, that there should be fine enough. Okay, I respect your point of view, you respect my point of view. Then how will you gonna say that we have freedom? Because you are imposing your point of view on others, because maybe possible that other people not want freedom from government. How will you counter that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Jitesh.
Hmm.
If let's say there are three of us again, and there's Fanta and there's Coke, and I
Okay.
said, me, I like Fanta. How
Hmm.
does me liking Fanta, paying for the Fanta with my own money, with my own sweat, how does that affect your freedom?
How does that affect my freedom?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what the same argument I can use for you also. If I'm saying there is a government, if I'm electing a government to rule me, then how it is affecting your freedom?
Okay, I will tell you how it's affecting my freedom. One,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
government in India has central banking. That
Hmm.
central banking, whether or not I like it, is going to be there. That affects my freedom. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, the government of India will never ever allow me
Mm-hmm.
to come up with my own central bank.
Mm-hmm.
So that affects my freedom. That is one. Two,
Okay. Uh-huh.
if I find oil in India, the
Mm-hmm.
oil belongs to India. That affects my
Mm-hmm.
freedom.
Okay.
Essentially, let me tell you, every law
Mm-hmm.
that is India is
Mm-hmm.
against my freedom because I don't like it and I don't have a choice than to obey it. Did you get my point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
In
got it.
contrast, in freedom, if
Mm-hmm.
you like Coke, you drink Coke. If I
Mm-hmm.
like Fanta, I drink Fanta. You don't, I don't suppress you, you don't suppress me. So those are the two differences. One is a forced system, one is voluntary.
Yeah. it, no, how that's what my argument is. Let's say my point of view is my right is that I want government, okay, and you or me living in the same country, you are saying that you don't want government, I am saying that I want government. Then how will you gonna respect my views or not? And it comes, don't say that there are only two people. Let's say there are 10 people, right? And you are one of them. You were saying that I will not we don't you don't want government, right? And the nine of the people saying that we want government, will you respect that nine people argument or not? That's what my question is.
Okay, I'm gonna go this again. Let's say again with your with what you said, where there are 10 of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Nine of you say you want government, and one say
Uh-huh.
I don't want government. You can
Okay.
go and have your government, but just don't impose it on me. Are you not getting it, Jitesh? Let's say,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, so let's say you guys decided to use rupee.
Mm.
Just don't make it the official country money. Let me have my own central banking. Let me have my own money. It's okay. You guys can go and do your thing.
Mm.
I completely respect your feelings, but just
Mm.
don't impose it on me. Allow me have my central banking, my system of money, my own law, the law I want.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this in a democracy, you cannot have that. I cannot go to
Okay.
Nigeria and say, I want to start my own central bank. They will kill me. Or I want to go, if I find oil is my own, they will kill me. Right away, they will
Yeah.
kill me. So
Yeah.
those are the two differences. That is why in a freedom, in a system of freedom, Jitesh, people
Mm-hmm.
can
Yeah.
do. If you want to be communist, you can be communist. If you want to be socialist, you can be socialist. If you want to have freedom, you can be freedom. Everybody has the right to do what they want for as long as you don't hurt me. You don't
Okay. Yeah,
hurt
yeah.
me.
Now here my argument will come on the same thing that you said. Let's say everybody have freedom. Okay. Let's say the government, we will not impose the government on you. You having all the freedom. Then in future, if anytime you wanna do something unethical, right? Something unsocial with the other people, right? Let's say you are going and fighting with someone on the street, you are killing someone, you are shooting someone, right? Then how you will gonna be regulated? How the punishment will gonna given to you? Who will gonna given who will be going to be give the punishment to you? Let's say the entire country doesn't have government, they don't have rules and regulations, right? So let's say there are fringe elements, there are antisocial elements who come up and they gonna do violence in society. Who will gonna decide that what kind of punishment the guys need? And if you say that we're gonna form up a committee or something, that and everybody in the village will gonna decide, well, that's not how it should be, because the people who did violence, who committed punishment, who committed unethical things, you should be respecting their argument also. Because if you will say we're gonna punish you just because you did this thing, then you are saying that, well, I have the freedom, I can do anything what I want. Then how can you say that there is freedom if you are regulating them?
Absolutely, that's a good question. So basically,
Yeah,
how do you have a justice system in a system that doesn't have a government?
exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna start from the thing you said last. Okay, we have freedom, and for some reason, you, Jitesh, decide to, you know what? I have freedom. I can come and take Adamu's stuff. I can come and hurt Adamu.
Yeah.
What you are doing is you are hurting my freedom.
Yeah.
So you are hurting my freedom. You are not. You are using my freedom to hurt my freedom.
No, how? You said nothing belongs to anybody, right? Everybody
No, no,
have
no, no,
freedom.
no,
So I have money.
no, no,
I
no, no.
have muscles. I will gonna take every land. How will you gonna say that I'm hunting your freedom?
Okay, so for example, let's say I find oil in my land. The oil belongs to
Uh-huh.
me. It doesn't belong to everybody. That's why there's
Yeah.
freedom. The oil
Uh-huh.
belongs to me, and you come and
Mm-hmm.
you want to take you want to take my oil. I will do
Mm-hmm.
anything I can to defend myself.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
no brainer.
Uh,
If you
yeah.
come to my house and want to
Mm-hmm.
steal my oil,
Mm-hmm.
I will do anything I can do to protect my property.
Mm-hmm.
And the society will side with me because universally, no one approves of stealing. Anyone you ask right now, you say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
do you approve? Do you think stealing is bad or good?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the people on earth would say
Mm-hmm.
no. So if you come to my house,
Mm-hmm.
you you want to take my oil and I shoot you, the people will support me.
Okay.
So that is how system will take place.
But
Justice.
but that's my argument is how will you decide that stealing that the punishment of stealing of oil is going to be the death?
No, no, it
How
doesn't matter.
you
No,
can
no,
decide
okay.
this? And the next thing is that another argument is this. Let's say you are living in a society, right?
Mhm.
And there are having different families in different houses. Let's say I'm coming in a society. Let's say any different fringe element coming in a society, and he is killing the entire family of one house. Okay, he's killing the entire family in one house. He's put everybody out from the house, and now he's living in the house. So what kind of punishment you're going to decide for that? Because it doesn't hurted your sentiments, it doesn't hurted your freedom. He did nothing to you, and the entire family is dead now, and he's peacefully living in the room. Will you gonna do something with that person or not?
Absolutely. Let me tell you how in my village, let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
how people voluntarily, without government, deal with offenders.
Yeah.
In a free society,
Yeah.
if you are a murderer or you are
Mm-hmm.
a thief,
Mm-hmm.
people will not like to do business with you.
Okay.
So that means no one will like to associate with you. With
No problem.
time, you
Mm-hmm.
will become ostracized. No one would like to do business with you. And
Mm-hmm.
you is either you take your own life or
Mm-hmm.
you get out of town on your own. No one will force you, but no one would
Mm-hmm.
like to mingle with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like now, there is this guy. He used to be the face of Subway. Subway, I don't know if you know it, is like a
Yeah,
sandwich store here in the US.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
I know.
his name is Jared. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he was the face of Subway,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some reason he was found to like child pornography, to be involved with pornography. Do you know what Subway did?
Yeah, know what?
Subway completely cut doing business with him.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a business owner, would you hire Jared or would you not hire Jared? You will not.
Okay.
So over time, if you are a bad person, the society will reject you. You would have no one to care about you.
How can you say this? Let's take your example.
Mhm,
You talk about Jared, right?
mhm.
Let's say I have a business and there is no one who can do the work like Jared do, right? So what I will do, let's say I will say, oh, he did bad with that guy. He did bad with that guy. He did nothing bad to me. I can hire him. I can do what I want with him. I can do my business because I want something to live. I want something for my living. So uh, this guy is not bad for me if I can use him. Why people will not gonna do this? How can you decide that society will gonna unanimously will gonna disobey with that guy? It cannot possible. It is
Okay, okay, no.
your imagination.
Let me tell you how. So if you are the business owner and you hire Jared, let's say you sell uh you have a restaurant. As a
Mm-hmm.
customer, I will never come and eat in your place.
Mm-hmm.
And because in every society,
Mm-hmm.
people frown upon, let's say, for example, stealing or killing,
Mm-hmm.
you would have less customers and you would go out of business. That will be the punishment for you who hired Jared. So that is how law, that is how society dispense law. Society basically dispense law by what is called the universally preferable behavior. These are killing. Every society know killing is bad, stealing and rape.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you hire somebody who rapes children, you say, yeah, I'm a business owner. I will not like to be associated with you. I will not come to your store. And because people hold rape as a bad thing,
Mm-hmm.
people will not come to your store. You will go out of business.
Okay.
Justice
Yeah.
dispensed. Natural
Okay, Amadou.
justice dispensed.
Okay, so Amadou, I got your point. I have a counter argument for this, but I'm getting out of time, so I gotta go. So I'll catch you later, okay, on the same topic if
Thank you
you want.
very Thank you very much, Jitesh, for coming through. And I would like to, if you have any critique of what I
Yeah,
said, please
yeah,
let's talk again.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you for coming to Nigeria Freedom Radio.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.